diseases do not start suddenly. Bad night of sleep won't harm you. One missed walk in a week won't harm you. It won't harm you. But small habits repeated every day slowly damage the body. This live presentation, I want to talk about the common health mistakes that many smart people make daily and how these small habits create big health risks over time. If you want energy, clarity, and long life, this life is for you. You can always drop your question on the comment section of this live, and we can share them as I finish this live presentation. Hi, I'm Dr. Joshua Nderitu. I'm a family physician focused on and welcome to the Overall Health YouTube channel. This live session, daily habits, the big decisions that you make on a daily basis. Many people think that health depends on one big workout, one strict diet. Some people take long periods of fasting. Sometimes some people think that medicine, supplements are going to overhaul their whole health. But research from the World Health Organization and also the Center for the Disease Control have shown something very different. Health is shaped by what you repeat on a daily basis. Not what you do once, but what you repeatedly do shapes your health. So, these small daily habits, they shape your metabolism, they affect your immunity, and they also affect your mental health. And they can affect your risk of getting diabetes, heart diseases, and even cancer. That's why prevention starts with daily choices. So true health is not in the doctor's clinic. It is in your home. It is in your workplace. It is in your what you do on a daily basis. The habits that you embrace, the kind of habits that you do on a daily basis. So let's dive in. What are the common mistakes, the common habits that we repeat on a daily basis that end up compromising our health? The habit number one, and mistake number one, skipping or compromising your sleep. Sometimes we think that sleep is laziness, but in truth, sleep is your body repairing. So sleep controls your immunity, it controls your hormones, it controls your blood sugar, and even your mood. The Center for Disease Control and the World Health Organization have done some studies that have shown that sleeping less than 7 hours regularly increases your risk of diabetes, obesity, heart diseases, and even depression. So what are some of the common daily mistakes that we do on a daily basis? Sleeping late every night. You may cumulatively sleeping late, either because you don't manage your time properly, you have tasks that you think that they are overwhelming and you want to complete them, so you end up sleeping less than 7 hours. Then irregular sleep times. Today you sleep at 9, tomorrow you sleep at 11, the other day you sleep at 2 a.m. and especially this varies depending on the days of the week, and most people when it comes to the weekend, they tend to sleep late and possibly wake up. The problem with that is that your circadian rhythm gets immensely affected, and this affects your performance and they also in the long run will affect your health. So aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Sleep and wake up at the same time daily, including the weekends and the holidays. This will tune your circadian rhythm, and this will give you an edge in your health. So, to be able to sleep adequately, stop screens at least an hour before your bedtime so that your mind are starting to tune down and to eat down for sleep. The mistake number two, too much sitting and too little movement. Modern life keeps us sitting. Myself, like a doctor, I spend most of my days sitting on my desk. I just have to see patients. They come in, they go out. And if this is the way I spend my time, then this puts me at risk of getting the lifestyle diseases. So your work, you are sitting throughout the day, being in the traffic for long hours, being at home, possibly not much to move around, possibly watching a lot of electronic, and the organization reports that physical inactivity causes millions of deaths. I sit here after the whole meeting. Let's say I get here 8, 5, come in, they go in between. I'm possibly doing stuff like that or posting social media. I do not move around. And then at possibly 6, I get to the gym and exercise for that hour. Not compensate for the whole time that I've been sitting in. So what this means that when you sit for too long, what are the health effects that you accumulate? The side effects of sitting too much. 1, your weight goes up. 2, you get insulin resistance. 3, you have poor circulation because moving around helps in your body circulation and the blood movement. And then you may also get back and joint problems. So how do you fix it? Stand or walk every 30 minutes. Just doing some stretch ups, moving your legs, standing, some exercise, simple exercise, just like moving your hands, moving your legs. That makes a big difference. So these more short movement breaks matter. Some people call them exercising snacks, and you do them every 30 minutes. So do not sit continuously. Then the mistake number 3 that many people do is poor hydration. That is a late warning that you have inadequate water supply. So many people drink water only when they feel thirsty. So replace water, or they replace water with soda or coffee, and these do not count. So dehydration or lack of inadequate fluids affects your kidneys, affects your digestion, affects your energy, and even affects your focus. And sometimes when you are dehydrated, you may sometimes feel like you are hungry, and some people tend to eat. So carry a water bottle with you so that you can keep sipping water. Aim for 2 to 3 liters of water, especially on your normal ordinary days. If you are more, the gold standard of knowing whether you have taken enough water is the 2 to 3 liters full, or checking your urine. You see, then you have not taken enough water, and then you should try to take more water. So the mistake number 4 that smart people make is eating too much of the processed foods. The convenience foods are common, they are available everywhere, but they are dangerous when they are eaten on a daily basis. So if you go and fast food on one day that you did not have time to organize yourself. Possibly you had gone for a trip, and so you decide to take chips and chicken from KFC. That would be okay on a one day. But when this is done on a daily basis, these foods contain too much sugar, too much salt, unhealthy fats, and very little fiber. And we know that when these are taken, they are associated with obesity, diabetes, and even heart diseases. This has been verified by some studies that have been done by the World Health Organization. So food is not just taking calories into your body, but it is nourishing your body and nourishing it properly. So the food you eat is information to your body. It affects your metabolism and puts you at risk of getting these lifestyle diseases. So choose more of the whole foods, vegetables, fruits, grains, and the proteins, and reduce as much as possible the processed foods. Let them become occasional treats, not your daily go-to source of nutrition. Then the next mistake that smart people make is having irregular meals or skipping meals. So sometimes you think that your work is overwhelming, you do not have time for meals, so you want to work consistently. But skipping meals confuses your body, and the effects include blood sugar swings because of its inconsistent eating. Sometimes you compensate. You miss your lunch, so your supper you take two together. Then most of the times you have low energy and you tend to snack more. Then you also have poor focus. You are more prone to stress because of sugar crashes, and this affects your performance. How do you fix this? Eat regular, balanced meals. So make your meals intentional. And what works is build a system. Do not rely on your willpower that I will have lunch when I finish your meals. Make it part of your daily schedule. That at this time, up to this time, give yourself adequate time from 30 minutes to 1 hour of your meal time, so that you have time to eat, you have time to enjoy your meal, you have time to chew adequately. You are not rushing you are through an emergency. Remember that what you eat, how you take your meal, decides your health. And health is the most important asset that you have, and it is your health is your life. Then ignoring stress and mental health. These are some of the things that we do not take seriously. When I talk to many of my clients, they tell me most of the things I just ignore. Look simple, but when you make stress normal, then chronic stress becomes harmful. So the World Health Organization identifies and manages stress as a major risk factor for and even their learn how to cope with stress. I have given a whole webinar on the overall health YouTube channel. You can check it now if you have not seen that video. Simple things that you can do is daily stress care, breathing exercises. You have heard of the box breathing, where you breathe slowly with your nostrils, you hold, then you breathe out with your mouth. You repeat this for 5 times. This helps you relax and activate your parasympathetic system, and slows down your body and removes the fight and flight stimulation. Walking or any other type of exercise that you can enjoy is very helpful. Prayer, practicing mindfulness, of course, being self-conscious, and also taking nature walks. Being in the presence of the natural environment is one of the biggest gifts that you can give your body help it relax. And of course, early exposure to the sunlight helps you control your circadian rhythm and also helps and manage your stress. The mistake number 7, over reliance on supplements can help, but they do not replace normal nutritious meals. So the problem with overuse of supplements, they have a nutrient imbalance. They also give you a false security that you are eating right. And the World Health Organization and also the Lancet studies have shown that food first is the first approach, and then you can fill up the micronutrients with the supplements. So how do you fix this? I've said ensure you have well organized planned meals on a regular basis, have time to eat, and then eat supplements only when necessary. And after you have been examined and have been shown to have some deficiencies, or there are some conditions that you have that predispose you to some nutrient deficiencies, then you can supplement. Then the other health that people put in themselves into, another mistake is poor posture and ergonomics. What does this mean? Sit on our chairs. If you look at the way I'm sitting, you should be seated upright with your back well supported with your seat, the whole of your back, and then sitting with your feet well stretched out and touching on the floor, not bending forward or not having your feet hanging, because when you don't accommodate the right posture, then you overwork some of your muscles and you end up with neck pains, back pains, headaches, straining to your eyes, like when your computer is at a lower level and you are trying to reach it, or it is at a higher level, then this affects your movement. So how do you fix this? Adjust the screen height of your electronics, and also adjust your seat. Make sure you are sitting upright with your back well supported, with your feet firmly flat on the floor at 90 degrees, and then take posture breaks. Every 30 minutes, stand up, do something, take a walk around the room. This helps you to relax the muscles and relieve the tension. And also, there's the 20-20 rule when you're using electronics for your eyes. So you remove your eyes from the electronics for 20 seconds, look somewhere far for 20 seconds, and also remove your eyes from the electronic for 20 seconds. This will help you to prevent strain on your eyes. Then another mistake that smart people tend to make is silent, like blood pressure. Even myself as a doctor, I cannot sit here and tell you that I can know that my blood pressure today is high or is low or is out of order. Taken. That's the only way you can tell whether your blood pressure is normal or abnormal. Then diseases like diabetes, you never know unless type 2 diabetes for a long time before you see the symptoms is silent. You may have tiredness, muscle aches, but those cardinal symptoms of drinking a lot of water, passing a lot of water, they are common with type 1 diabetes. So you may have type 2 diabetes long before you know that you have it. I've seen many of my clients, what they have is possibly they just come to me, I have these body aches that are all over, and I don't know why it's happening. I'm not getting adequate sleep, and even after I sleep, I wake up tired. Then when you do the blood sugar, it's very high. So these are some of the challenges that if you don't do regular checkups, you encounter. Then cancers, if you don't go for early cancer screening. Someone has ever told me that why should I look for diseases? I mean, it sounds like why should I have a pap smear to look whether I have cervical cancer? But the truth is, many people who do these screening tests, they do not have the ailment, but they are just checking up. Could something be happening to my cervix that could be putting me at risk of getting cancer. And the good thing is, when this cancer is detected early, then it can be treated and adequately and appropriately managed before it turns into a cancer. And the good news is, something like cervical cancer, the cell changes happen like 10 years before the usual presentation of the cancer. So 10 years, if you do a pap smear and it is normal, then you are assured that you have no risk. Or doing a colonoscopy to check you have abnormal polyps. And then when an abnormal polyps is detected, it is removed, you are free. So that is very important. So it is important that we have these regular screenings, age appropriate to your age and also to your risk, depending on your family risk. Early detection saves lives, it saves cost, and it prevents you from unnecessary agony later in life. So, have these annual checks. Have your blood pressure checked, have your sugar checked, have your cholesterol checked, check your abdominal circumference. This might help you to know whether you have any metabolic risk of getting these chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension. And so have your blood pressure checked, your cholesterol, your weight, your abdominal circumference checked. Then the mistake number 10, and this is affecting up and catching us up at a very high rate, is too much screen with no breaks. So you find that too much screen time causes eye strain. I've talked about it. Poor sleep, especially if you are using your electronics some 2 hours before you get to bed, gets you to mental fatigue and also makes you move less, because most of the times you are glued either to your computer or you are to your phone. How do you fix this? Remember the 20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look 20 feet away, and also move your eyes away from your screen for 20 seconds. And also remember the sacred places rule. You should not have electronics in your dining table. Avoid electronics in your bedroom. Avoid electronics at your workspace unless you are using them. Like you are using your computer to do your work. Then if you use your computer, keep your phone away so that you don't keep looking at messages, you don't keep looking at notifications. This distracts you, and spending too much time, you can realize that people are spending a lot of time on the electronics and not doing what they are really doing, diverting their focus. And of course, we know that one of the easiest to fail at anything is to get distracted. So focus and have a laser-like focus on what you are doing. So why are these mistakes so common and affecting people who are smart, people who are organized, and people who are conscious about their health? One is that they fit into the modern busy life. So it is so easy for you to ask for a snack because you want to continue working. The damage is slow. So you don't feel anything. But progressively, your body is getting affected. And so if you don't take intentional steps to move around, then you will pay with a regret. And the regret could be your life or your health. So do not gamble with your life. Then the awareness is there, but taking action is very poor. And remember that most of what we know, we do not fail to do it because we do not know, but we do not have systems to take care of our health. So you do not have a system on when you should have your meals. You do not have a system on how to remind yourself to walk around. You do not have a system on when to do your exercises. You do not have a system on how to avoid excessive use of your electronics. So you need to fix these and fit these things into your daily routines so that you don't rely on your willpower and you rely on a system that works for you. Prevention works best early. And even you should have a system on when you should do you are that have daily basis. What would I do on a weekly basis to keep myself healthy? What will I do monthly to keep myself healthy? What will I do on a yearly basis? You can talk about yearly healthy checks. You can do like monthly breast exams for ladies. Yes, you can do that, and possibly you can link it up with your monthly period. Immediately your periods are over, then you can do that self breast exam, and you make it as part. You are so conscious of periods, so why don't you link your breast exam to that monthly uh, period, so that it becomes a routine. And there are many other things that you can try to join up on a weekly basis, like you can say that I will take my walk 20 minutes after lunch. I will have my walk. So you know that after I take my lunch, then the next thing I do is 20 minutes. If you want to know the benefits of the 20 minutes daily walk, check on my videos at the Overall Health YouTube channel. Then have also ways of ensuring that you have adequate sleep. So is plan your work. As you plan your work, also plan for your sleep. We are very good at planning at our work, but then we do not plan for sleep. The same way you have, oh, this must be done within a given time, then your sleep also should be because if you don't have adequate sleep, again, the consequences are there. So you do not need perfection. What you need is small daily consistencies, adequate hours of sleep, 7 hours. Move often. So associate your work with what you are doing so that you keep moving. Like one of the things that I do when a new patient is coming in, I'll escort the patient who is going out, and I will escort the patient who is coming in, so that I keep that movement. Then drink water. So have your water container where you can see it, where it's within reach. Then manage stress. So we have talked about mindfulness. We have talked about taking nature walks. When you decide I've worked for 2 hours, just stroll around the block. Enjoy the nature. In the morning, expose yourself to the natural light just by strolling around. And then also these exercises that I've talked about. Then getting checkups. Have them scheduled, just like you plan for your holiday. Possibly you should plan, like after I have my Christmas break, I should come and have my annual health checkups. This helps you to remember. And you have not done your annual health checkup for this year, check with Wellness Health Services. You can always drop in, or you can ask for advice. We also do online consultations. These small habits are done daily can be a big booster to your health, and they protect you from uncertainties. So most chronic diseases are not bad luck. They are built quietly from small daily habits. Health is built one quiet day at a time. So being intentional. It is not good luck, but it is the small changes, the small habits that protect your future. So if this life has helped you, like the stream, subscribe to the Overall Health YouTube channel at Dr. Nderitu. If you want personalized coaching, you can always subscribe to the Health Insight 3 coaching program at the Wellness Health Services website. And you can also book yourself a physical checkup at the Wellness Health Services Medical Center, or you can book a call for more information from our website, the Wellness Health Services website. So comment below this live stream. Which habit will you change first? What do you think you need starting today to improve your health and be a better you. Thank you for watching. We meet in the next live stream on Sunday as we talk about the health habits that endanger our health. Thank you for watching.